Good afternoon. What's up, everybody? This is your boy Food Junkie just coming at you with a little video. I know people are live right now. People are discussing and talk about the same old, what's not. And you know how I do it. I don't have time for it. I don't find it interesting or entertaining to continue to discuss the same old BS. What's up, Ashton, baby? How you doing? Good morning to you. Um, but I come on here this afternoon, early afternoon, on late morning to talk about what's up, Egyptian goddess, baby. How you doing? I'm not trying to, Ashton. That's what I'm saying. I'm not trying to. That's the whole point. I'm not trying to keep up. It's stupid. It's ridiculous. It's childish, and it doesn't make me any money in real life. So why am I trying to keep up with something that makes no sense to me? People doing the same thing to the same people, day in and day out. Hey, Miss Queenie, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? But I come on here because y'all know yesterday, my day off, I was trying to bring beauty and things into this world. I did a video about how I made my spaghetti sauce. I did a video starting on a painting that I was working on that I finished last night, and you know, um, well, I tried to do a mukbang, but something was going on where I couldn't finish it, so I just said forget it, turned it off, and ate with my husband. You know, um, so it was just that. But yesterday, this morning when I woke up, whatever, I go through my notifications, what was not, and I saw that a couple people liked the painting that I posted on my community page. But there was one negative individual on the page trying to say, "This is a beef sector. Stop acting like you above everybody and sit down." Sweetheart, do you not realize who I am? Do you not realize that I will cuss your motherfucking ass out quick, fast, and in a hurry with no problem whatsoever? But you don't want to show the world the worst part of yourself every time you present yourself to the world. Every once in a while, you want to give them a glimmer of hope. I'm sorry, yeah, hold on, please. I'm sorry, yeah. You want to show the world a glimmer of hope. You want to show the world that, you know what I'm saying, while fire is beauty and beautiful, fire is also destructive. Once the fire is put out, you're left with ashes. You're left with destruction. So while you think that all this nonsense that's going on right now is fun and cute and ha 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 ha, the reality is you're showing the world that we as a people, we as a collective, we as the minority in the not only in this country but in the world, don't even like ourselves enough to try to show them something different. Hey, Leandris, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Okay, I like that. See, the thing is, I like people in this sector, so I guess that's why I'm stuck here. I should say that's why I'm stuck in this sector. Although people like to be like, "Oh, well, you shouldn't be here." I'm where I want to be. I watch what I want to watch. Like I said, just because I choose to show other things besides cussing and fussing and arguing and carrying on, don't mean that I'm not comfortable here and I'm not comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, just but did you see my response, baby? You see my response? How I eloquently read the fuck out of them. I'm doing good, baby. I'm doing good. See, my thing is this: you don't always have to cuss and fuss and raise your voice and scream at the top of your lungs to get someone right together. They started with sit down. I started with I'd rather stand up and stand on your neck. You see how to do that? See, I can still beef and cuss and throw shade and be messy and petty what's not, but I still don't have to lower who I am to meet you in the gutter. That's how you do it. Like you trying to be insulting and crazy and nasty and messy what's not, baby. I don't have to go down to the gutter with you. I don't have to play in the mud with you to still get you together. People don't realize that I am so much more Right. I am so much more than a lot of people on here. And I don't say that in a bad way. I don't say that in a pompous way. I say it because it's true. I told you guys who've been watching me for a while that I can read you in a multitude of different ways. I can read you just by presenting art to you that I've created, designing something that I thought of, cook something that I just want to eat. And I also can cuss you out. See, it's sad when you can get someone together in just one way. Exactly. That's how you hit their spirit. That's how you snatch their soul. Because you don't stoop down to their level. They want you to call them out their name. They want you to call them, saying whores and bitches and this and that, because that's all they can do. It is so good, baby. Then I made some meatballs as well. Oh my god! And I cause what I did with the meatballs was I pan seared them to get them kind of cooked on the outside. Hey, Brick Girl, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Then I put a little bit of water in it, cover it with a lid, and let it steam. So it cooked all the way through thoroughly. Then after it was steamy, I put some of that tomatoes on some of the meat sauce in it to have it cooked through that. It was so good. Oh, it was so good. So good, so good, so good, so good. But yeah, and that in itself is a read. The way I just told you how I cooked some meatballs on top of the spaghetti that I made, or so the spaghetti sauce that I made. So the thing is, this you understand, like, I'm not gonna come on here and cuss and fuss and scream and yell because first of all, this is a record of what's going on. Hey Angela, baby, I saw you yesterday. You saw me yesterday in the um Almond Brown read book read. What yesterday? You saw me, baby. You had spaghetti on Sunday? See, thunderstorms, Texas now. Oh, this weather's gonna be crazy. This is gonna be a crazy ass summer. It's gonna be hot as hell, I bet. But yeah, so my thing is, you're mad because I posted a picture that I painted on my community page, and you want to act like you're saying I'm just all about the bullshit and the nonsense. When was I ever all about the bullshit and nonsense? Yes, I have cussed the hoe out every once in a while, snatched a punk by his fucking throat. Yes, I've done that, and I will continue to do that. Yes, please be safe. Um, you know, but the reality is, I'm more than that. Hey, Carrie, baby, good morning to you. I'm more than that. I'm more than just someone who will cuss and fuss and be petty and be messy and worry about something that doesn't bring me money. And when I say money, I don't mean money from a video or money from people super chatting or cash apping because they like that I'm talking about some bullshit and nonsense because I'm entertaining them. I feed myself first. I feed my soul, my talents, and my goodness first. And then I bring to you what I want you to have. Watching someone talk about some bullshit doesn't feed my soul. Watching someone talk about some nonsense doesn't feed who I am as an individual, as an artist, as a designer, someone who is talented. I don't care enough about anyone on here to know about what they're going through on here if it doesn't involve me. If it's not something that I can teach from, learn from, grow from. See, the difference between me and most people on here is that please hit the like button. Thank you. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm also going to warn you. Don't come over here with some bullshit or some nonsense. Because, like I just said, I cuss, fuss, and call and do the shit with the best of them. I see everything. I watch everything. What I choose to comment on, what I choose to bring my content on here about is something totally different. See, the difference between me and someone like you is that not only do I watch it, I discard it and move past it. I don't take that mess and the bullshit into my soul, into my spirit, and carry bones around trying to incite or instigate or involve myself in it. I leave it where I see it. I leave it where I found it. I don't pick it up and run with it because it's not that important. Because, like you just said, it is mess. And you are what you carry around with you. So while I know what's going on these YouTube streets in this sector, I don't care enough about it to comment on it. See the difference between me and someone like you? See the difference between me and the majority of the other content creators on here who like to get involved and then play innocent as if they don't know what the hell's going on or why they're involved in the bullshit? See, when I get involved in the bullshit, it's because someone brought me into the bullshit. And then and only then do I respond. I'm just saying, that's how I roll. That's how I deal with things. I don't let someone else's problem become my problem. I don't let someone else's issue become my issue. I'm a true subscriber or true watcher. I read it and discard it. I look at it and discard it and bring you what it is that I want you to see coming from me. Not piggybacking on what someone else does, what someone else said, what someone else is going through. I don't care enough. Exactly, Miss Queenie. Very boring, very quickly, because it doesn't change. You have to one up the last thing you did. You have to one up the last mess that you was part of in order for you to be entertained or be entertaining again. And I don't have time to sit up here and worry about what lie I told or what lie I have to cover up in order for me to be entertaining or entertain the masses. I'm not a circus act. Not over here. I give you what I want you to have. Something hopefully that will help you grow and be a better person. I'm in Brown, baby. Girl. Ooh. Girl. We will talk about what Alma Brown did yesterday too. Because they want to try to trap you and be like, oh, well, you said you don't do this. You said you do that. No, I said I watch it all. I said I know it all. I just choose not to comment on everything that I see because it's not important enough for me to comment on it. I know you listening, baby. Armin, why is Topaz so messy? That is so he's so disgusting. Like now, see, he's so disgusting. Whatever happens to him, good, bad, or other, he deserves. I don't feel sorry for him. I don't feel bad for him. I don't feel bad for what he went through. Topaz needs his ass beat. He really does. And I hope that the Jaspers kick his ass out the house and just own his ass. I really do. I really do. He is so nasty and so messy. Oh, he is so nasty and so messy. I can deal with it. See, what was it? Please hit the like button. Thank you. See, I watch people like Anna Brown because she gives me something different to listen to and to watch on these YouTube streets. It's not always about the mess. See, but don't stop with your client. Baby. What got me the first time was when he threatened. What's his mom, Khalid, his mom's boyfriend? Whatever. Not. First of all, you was ready to when I don't know what book it was, but when you walked in on him when he got the shower. and he was naked, and you look down. See, that's where I was going, Angela. That's where I was going. That's where I was going. When he first walked in on his mom's boyfriend, whatever, when he was coming out the shower, and he stood there watching him naked was not, and then later on he's sucking his dick. I'm like, I can't. And then now he want to say, oh, well, you molested me? No, bitch, you was a willing participant in sucking that man's dick. You was a willing participant in riding that man's dick. You was a willing participant in doing what you did with that man. And now that you don't want to do it anymore because he fucked your boyfriend, whatever, you know what I'm saying, after y'all, quote unquote, stop seeing each other, whatever. Now you want to say that he molested you? Nah, I ain't going. You know, bro, we're both visual people. Sorry, you guys. So, Ashton, it's the Topaz series of books that James Caldwell wrote that Armin Brown's reading on her channel. Baby, it's good. It'll get you looking like just like you looking right in those emojis. It'll get you looking just like that. Like, oop, what done happened? What? It was a mess. But yeah. So he done fucked his mom's boyfriend, like you said yesterday. Your mom. I'm gonna listen to it again while I was at work today because I came in on the last part of it. He done fucked his mom's boyfriend / stepfather. Then had the audacity to go into this man's family's home, have his parents take care of him, and then call him brother while he was still fucking him. I can't do it, y'all. I can't do it. Then he done slept with the guy who died. You know, Ty, whatever his name is, I guess. He done slept with him all up in the shower place. Well, it's not. It's just too much going on. It was just too much going on. Exactly. If you look at that in real life, I ain't lying to you. No, you been seeing weird. I got distracted by Anna Brown and her reading of Learning Topaz last night. But yeah, like yeah, I can't. And then wanted to sleep with old boy back when his parents moved him to the house. I can't. He's doing too much. He might as well have slept with Jeremy. He might as well have slept with Jeremy. He might as well have sucked Jeremy's dick like Jeremy. He said Jeremy had a little dick. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. It was a whole mess. Don't let me on your nerves, baby. Cuss their ass how to keep it moving. Yes. That go almonds brown thing right there. Sunflowers and chocolate, baby. So sunshine and chocolate. That's what it is. It is way too much, but I love it all. I love it all. The book is hot. The book is juicy. The whole series is hot and juicy. It's 3 book series that kind of catalogs Topaz last year in high school and first year in college. A whole mess. You are, baby. Now that pissed me off. That pissed me off. That's when I was done with him. I was done. The person that you say you love just died. Then you sleep with his brother? If this ain't no Tyler Perry bullshit, Lee Daniels mess, I know something. I know better. Now, James, if you hear this and see this was not, you a whole mess. You are a whole damn mess. Topaz done slept with everybody under the sun in that book. I'm surprised he didn't try to sleep with Papa Jasper. Because it seems like the whole Jasper men's have a little something extra going on. The whole Jasper men have a little something extra going on, and I guess Topaz's pheromones got them all going crazy. I'm serious. I'm surprised he ain't slept with Papa Jasper. I'm surprised he ain't try to suck on what's Sharif daddy's name, him either. He's just doing too much. just doing too much. Really. Shit, the way he was oogling over damn Jasper Son or Sonny, I don't know his name, but I just know it's not. I know it's a whole mess. Exactly right. He's not even at the ground yet. He's not even. His body is barely cold. They still doing the autopsy to find out what's really going on. They're feeling like I can't. It's too much. Too much. But I ain't gonna stop listening to it. But yeah, I don't feel bad for Topaz. If he get put off the house, if he gets disowned, discredited, because thing is, if I was Papa Jasper and you want to come to me with, oh well, your son molested me, but Mama Jasper ain't no food though, Almond Brown. Cause Mama Jasper ain't no food because she said when they was at that dinner, she was like, hold up, I see what's going on. Don't you do it. You may have fun for a night, but you're gonna lose a friendship. Right now, y'all going through all the bullshit. Well, it's not, and it's all emotional tied or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But don't do that shit. If you wouldn't do that shit if he was alive, don't do that shit now that he's dead. The thing is, Jason, right? Your reactions and your responses is crazy. I wrote yesterday in the chat, heavy on the disclaimer when I first came in. It's a mess. No, Ashton, it's a whole mess. If you listen to the whole series, at first you feel sorry for him, was not, but then there's little hints here and there. Was not that he's a whore. Just because he was a virgin when he started out, don't mean that he's a virgin now, baby. Ain't nothing virgin on him at all. Ain't nothing virgin on him at all. Exactly. Right. You see Topaz and Sharif, but you don't see Topaz and Waleed. I can't. I can't even deal with it. I can't. Like my thing is, you're so insightful, but yet when it's right under your nose and in your home, you don't see that your 27-year-old son was fucking a 16-year-old boy. And what's so disgusting is why is the dead guy talking to his brother about how Topaz fucked? His brother's straight. That was the first clue that he ain't that damn straight. And then when he said that he'd be listening to the door and to the wall and shit, jacking his dick, I was like, I can't do it, y'all. I will not be a party of this nonsense. But keep on reading. Keep on reading. It was a whole mess. James is good. I can't wait till his other books come out. He's a hoe. He was a hoe from Jump Street. He was a hoe when he. I knew he wasn't innocent when I think it was the first book when they was on having a barbecue and he walked in on Waleed getting undressed or getting dressed was not with his dick hanging low, and he what was written, what his thoughts about that. I can't. I know a hoe when I see a hoe. You'll be clutching your pearls. You'll be just like the shock face you have right there, Carrie. Is all that heavy on the disclaimer. That would be cussing. Exactly. It is a whole mess. A whole mess. Her whole life. Forget the pearls. It was too much. No, Carrie. Before you can't just start, but I suggest that you go to the very beginning of this book's read or any go to the very beginning. Like she has a podcast. It's on a podcast, so you can just put it on and just read. I mean, just listen to her read it all the way through from the very first book, which is was it Losing Topaz? Or what's the first book, Almond? Learning to no, this is Learning Topaz. Loving Topaz, Losing Topaz. Well, one of the books. Just go from the very beginning. And it's a whole mess, and you'll see that's what I'm talking about. It's a whole mess. You're a whole mess, Oliver, bro. I want this side to be finger wave. I want this side to be princess curls. Come on with a whole afro. Come on with a whole afro. I can't deal with it. Loving topaz, losing topaz. Now, yeah, okay, yeah. That's the procession of it. Carrie is loving topaz, losing topaz, and learning topaz. Almond Brown. Did you just get what I just got? Remember when Sharif called him LT? Look at all the titles of the book. LT, 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 LT. You just get that? Do you think James did that on purpose? Started all the title, all the books, basically LT for Little Topaz. Mm. James, you look clever, devil. I see what you're doing. I pick up what you're putting down. I pick what you put down. But yeah, he is definitely a whore, a harlot. You know. See, over here, I give you something to think about. It's just more than just the mess. I see stuff, like I said, I see stuff that people probably won't see or don't see. You know, I believe in context clues and being able to decipher stuff, understand what's the meaning behind certain things. That's what I look for on here. So when I show you guys art and food is something different other than beef and nonsense, just because I'm over here in the beef section, don't mean that I'm a part of it like that. While I listen to it and watch it, well, it's not just to get, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what I get from it, really. Maybe an insight on the human condition. Maybe what I don't want to present myself as. Because you have a choice of what you involve yourself in and what you don't involve yourself in. You have a choice as to what you choose to think about and comment on. Like the fact that Almond Brown is doing something different on the beef sector don't mean that she's not part of the beef sector. She's still here, just like I'm still here. We do things differently. Psychology, exactly. Exactly, Carrie. Psychology. Look at what, you know what I'm saying, the human condition, like I said, you know, this little small microcosm or this little sector of YouTube is a microcosm of what's going on in the real world. If you don't get to see that, understand that, recognize that, comprehend that, and be able to critically think through that, then you're lost. And you wonder why people look at us as Black people, as people who don't have any type of intelligence, who don't have any type of fortitude or forethought or foresight, because we show them the negativity. We show them the bullshit. We should always show them is the worst parts of ourselves. Exactly, Arnold Brown. I am of the beef sector, but it's far from my content. Granted, I've never seen Arnold Brown cuss someone out was not, but I know I have, and I will. I can do it in multiple different ways. I can do it very, um, you know, gutter, or I can take the highbrow approach to get putting you in your place. All depends on how I feel on that day and who you are and how you came at me. Right. It's very much, I mean, it's entertaining and it's also saddening. You know what I'm saying? It's both for me. Oh, that floor plan was hot, wasn't it? When I showed y'all that. You cussing on that, baby. You be cussing on Mondays. But yeah, like people don't understand. Like when I'm trying to show something different, trying to present something different, to give you a break from the monotony of the bullshit that you constantly experience on here. You get ignorant people writing stuff on my comments saying that I think that I'm above it and I need to sit down. No, bitch, I'd rather stand up and stand on your neck and get you right together real quickly with just words. That's what I'd rather do. I'd rather be a person who can show you um, that I am more than just one thing. I am a multitude of different things, different people that I decide to choose, and I decide and choose which one you're going to experience, where you're going to experience them. I decide when I choose to be ratchet and when I choose to be upper brow or upper crust or whatever you want to call it. Highbrow, upper crust, I should say. I choose to show you my artistic side. I choose to show you more than just, you know, the nonsense. If you can't understand that, well, it's not why are you even talking to me? If you're just a one-sided individual, well, it's not a one um a straight line as far as bullshit, I should say. Don't put that off on me. I'm more than that. You know, now see, I cuss in real life. I cuss in real life, but on here I try to keep it to a minimum. Well, it's not. I say a couple words here and there, but baby, I cuss them out. I use every word in the vocabulary, just like I always say. I cuss with the best of them. I cuss with the best of them. So I. Oh my God. I hope I'm here for it. Like just like with the whole Topaz situation, I don't want to see it, but I'll be there watching. If someone gets to Almond Brown to the point where she had to cuss their ass out and lay their ass out on the cross, baby, because I know it's gonna be a lot of biblical references. It's gonna be a lot of Jesus help me. It's gonna be a lot of going on, and I'm gonna be there falling out, dying when it happens. Hey, Deanna, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? You have a great day too, Ashton, baby. If Almond Brown have to cuss someone out, baby, ooh, I know it's gonna be good too. What's up, Soap Wash? How you doing, baby? I know it's gonna be good too. Lay that soul down to the cross. um, we were, I came here basically when I posted that picture of my painting, Deanna. Somebody wrote some bullshit as comments trying to tell me to sit down was not because this is the beef sector. Why I think that I'm better than somebody was not. I just had to respectfully get the snatch our souls together. And then Alma Brown jumped in and we talked about her reading the book, James Caldwell's book was not, and how Topaz is a whore and a harlot. You know, but yeah, I don't know how people think that you have to be one dimensional on here. I understand a lot of people on here are one dimensional because all they pretty much do is the BS and the nonsense. But I'm not that person. I told you from the very beginning. She put on those she'll put on those cat ears microphones and go in to make sure you can hear her. I can't. Oh, it would be too much. It would be too much. Too much. What's up, Pisces female baby? How you doing? Linda G, what's up, baby? I know you the whole Painting Parade series. If you go on my community page, Almond Brown, and you'll see the last thing I posted was my painting was not. You'll see the person was not trying to say, "This is the beef sector. Why do you think that you better than everybody else?" Was not. Sit down somewhere, girl. If you don't shut the fuck up and leave me the fuck alone, I know something. But I didn't cuss at that person in my response, but I did respond. You know, yeah, like people they mad because you have more talent in your little finger than they have in their whole body, and they can't express themselves properly. You know what I'm saying? And they get mad at that. They get mad because you are comfortable with who you are, so you can present yourself as you are. You don't have to put on these fake ass facades and things like that. And that's why they're mad, baby. And that's why they're mad. And that's why they're mad because they don't have much to offer. All they have to offer is to be a bystander in someone's bushes talking shit. Yeah, and like I said, I mean, like I said, when it's too crazy on these streets, I like to bring something different to the. They was triggered. They was triggered. Mm. Oh well. Go to therapy. Don't come to YouTube looking for somebody to feel sorry for you or give you something that you can't find in a therapist's office or in a therapist chair. Leave me alone. I don't got time to sit up here and play with you all day. You know, they want you to collar them. Just ridiculous as people. They probably had they can't paint within the lines, color within the lines, draw within the lines, draw between, write between the lines. They can't do nothing. And they mad at me because I can do something somewhat creative. Yeah, painting is relaxing. That's why I did it yesterday. That's why I showed you guys the beginning process of it. I mean, I didn't show y'all the whole finished product until I posted it. But you need to be able to relax sometimes. Like you don't want to watch, nonsense all the time unless you full of bullshit all the time. I be in the bushes watching the stuff and things are coming on, they're coming on. Things I don't, I don't. It doesn't involve me, doesn't respond, doesn't relate to me. You know? They want you to sit up here and interject yourself into the mess all the time for their enjoyment. Why don't you interject yourself instead of being a bystander or someone watching from the sidelines? Won't you live your life as an active participant? Period. That's part of the problems with it. These people have. They live their life as a spectator. Hey, Misha, what's on, baby? How you doing? You know, they live their lives as spectators. Well, it's not, and then they realize that let them pass them by. Then they become cranky and old and crotchety. Was not because they haven't done anything with their life, but watch everyone else live their life and sat back, wishing and wondering, what if I would have done something? What if I would have stepped up? What if I would have done something more with myself? It ain't my fault that you are this isolated, self-loathing individual. It ain't my fault that don't have talent or can't express yourself or can't speak or afraid to speak or afraid to show yourself. That ain't my fault. See, it's relaxing. Now, if I know how to crochet, they really hate me because I be on here crocheting my ass off, knitting my ass off. Like people don't understand. There's talents that you need to have. There's ways that you need to express yourself, or that you can express yourself that doesn't always revolve around bullshit. Doesn't always revolve around someone. Yelling, fussing, and cussing. It doesn't revolve around all that. Sometimes you need to be able to express yourself in a way that can bring something more to the world, to bring beauty, to bring insightfulness, to be able to garner a conversation, to be conversational with your actions. Exactly. You have to be. Like, I mean, I can't stand. Y'all, 1 second, please. Bless me. Thank you. I can't stand one sided individuals. I can't stand one sided individuals. I can't stand one dimensional individuals. Exactly. And that's the reason why I choose to be myself. That's why I titled the video what I titled. Can I be me? I got you, baby. Thank you. Thank you, Leandris. But yeah, people think that, I want to be like everybody else. Baby, I don't want to be like anybody else. I'm happy being who I am. Flaws and all. I know exactly who I am. I enjoy being this. I don't care about, saying people thinking, oh, well, it's about the numbers and this. I don't care about all that bullshit. I come on here and show you guys. Thank you very much. I come on here. Thank you. I come on here to just show you guys who I am, give y'all a little piece of my life in real life, not putting on airs and bullshit. I don't have time for it. Who has time to sit here and worry about what I'm showing you and what I said last time and what I don't have time for that bullshit. The truth never changes. No matter how many times people lie on you, how many times people want you to believe something that's not true. Ooh, oh, okay. Mm. Yeah, I mean, very much so. Thank you very much. I mean, I try to be. I said. Now, y'all know I do act a fool every once in a while. I do cuss them out every once in a while. But the reality of the whole situation is, you know, the reality of the situation is that I don't have time for the bullshit. Oh, she's under the jar now. Now you can type all you want. I was thinking about doing that yesterday, but yesterday I was doing too much. I was cooking, I was painting, I was doing all kind of stuff. I think I'm gonna do that probably next weekend because I still need to do some stuff because I got a whole bunch of different things that I got in. So I think I'm gonna do doing that next weekend. Exactly. And people wonder why they walk around here looking like death worn over. Thank you, big girl, baby. I appreciate it. Yeah, you know, people need to realize that it's so much more to offer this world than just the nonsense and the BS. It's so much more to offer the world, just the craziness and stuff like that. It's so much more to offer the world. It's so much more to offer the world. You know, there's so much more to offer the world. And when you're showing the world just one aspect of who you are, and that's all you can show them, that's all you can possibly give them. They have no choice but to believe that you are just a one-sided, one-dimensional individual. You have nothing else to offer but the BS and the mess and the nonsense. Like I mean, like people that I watch, where like Arma Brown, she does her book reading, she does her talks on Fridays, which is also kind of crazy. She does her painting praises. She does all different Deanna does game night. She does, saying, giveaways. She does raffles. She does the cussing out as well. She did the gardening once. Not. It's so much. People are more than just one thing. People are just more than just one dimensional. She sure didn't do her drive to work today. She sure didn't. She sure didn't. You're right, RJ Supreme. You're absolutely right about that. See, people are products of BS dysfunction. You know what I'm saying? Diversions. You know what I'm saying? All kind of stuff. Deflections. They're just miserable, and they want everybody else to be miserable with them. They can't be able to really truly express themselves in a way that is coherent and being able to You already been judged, You already been judged, baby. You already been judged. Already been judged, baby. But we got past it. We just took the bus. We just took the bus. We just took the bus. But yeah, people just crazy. They want you to sit up here and be just as miserable as they are. I can't be miserable. I'm sorry. I live my life. Just let me be me. If you don't like it, you don't have to say anything about it. But this, what I don't understand is this. If you don't like someone, why even talk to them? Why even go places where they are? Especially when you're trying to come to their home. This is my home. You don't have to come here. You don't have to see what I'm doing. You don't have to see what I'm saying. You don't have to see what I post. You choose to come to my home and try to insult me and expect me to sit here and let that happen. Now, you can insult me on the street all you want. But once you start insulting me in my own home, we got a problem. We have a problem. Exactly, Carrie. And that's why I used to always say from the very beginning, I don't mind the mess. I don't mind the BS. I don't mind all the craziness was not. But that shouldn't be your entire level of content. That shouldn't be your entire level of understanding. That shouldn't be your entire level of what you present to the world. You should be able to be diverse enough to be able to show the world different aspects of who you are, what you're about. You should be able to show the world that. You should be able to do more than just fuss and cuss. Because that leads me to believe that that's all you do on here. That's all you do in your real life. And that's why you're on here so much. Part of everything, part of every conversation, good, bad, and indifferent. And then you wonder why you get yourself caught up in the bullshit and the nonsense. Because you put yourself in it, you insert yourself in it, and then play victim. Artist Supreme. I know it. And that's what's so funny to me was not. People over here think that they're hard. People over here think that they really be saying something. Y'all don't be saying nothing. Trust me. Because if someone says you owe me money in another sector and they're in your town, they're rolling up on you. If someone says, oh, I'm XYZ in some of these other sectors was not, you're getting rolled up on. Y'all are softer than wet tissue paper. So stop acting like y'all are hard and that y'all doing something. You're not doing anything. Trust me. Yep, YouTubers. You're absolutely right about that. Have a good day too, Leandros, baby. Gotta run some errands, baby. Do your thing. Exactly. And the funny thing about this, those gamers and the beauty consultant people was not, they have millions of subscribers. So they lose thousands and millions of dollars with the shenanigans that is pulled. They lose big money. People over here are worried about losing a couple $100, 10 subscribers. Your platform's not big enough to be effective enough. Let's keep the shit real. Your platform is not big enough to be effective. In this sector, people think they're doing something because they got what? 20,000 subscribers. That's not a lot. That's like you think you're doing something because you have $20,000. That's not a lot. It may be a lot to some people, it's not, but that's not a lot for me. I'm not impressed because you have $20,000 in the bank. Impress me when you got 20 million in the bank. That's impressive to me. Impress me when you have 20 million subscribers. When you're getting, you know what I'm saying, millions of views on each video that you produce. That impresses me. Congratulations for what you have. Continue to build and prosper. But at the same time, let's keep this shit real. Don't be mad because I choose on my little platform to show a little part of my life, to give you some beauty every once in a while, to give you some fashion every once in a while, to give you some food every once in a while. Exactly. Imagine if someone on here made $20,000 a month. That's $240,000 a year. $250,000 damn near a year. Y'all make $1,500 a month, and y'all think that y'all living. Do you not realize $1,500 a month is not, you're living under the poverty line? $2,000 a month, which is only $24,000 a year. You're living under the poverty line. Do you not realize that? When you account taxes, which a lot of y'all probably don't pay anyway with the money that y'all get on here, but when you account taxes, which is a third to 42% of your earnings, that $24,000 a month, a year, is cut down to about $15,000 to $17,000 a year. And then if you account your rent or mortgage now should be about $1,000. It cuts that down to $5,000 to $7,000 a year. Actually, my bad. My math is wrong. $3,000 to $5,000 a year that you pay the rest of your bills with and living off of. You're living under the poverty line. Make this shit make sense. And y'all think y'all doing something? Come on now, stop it. And then you're asking people who don't have much anyway to offer, as far as financially, was not to support your lifestyle because they like what you choose to do on here. You choose to come on here and talk and be messy and entertain. No one has to pay you for that. No one has to give you anything for that. It's a choice that you made. You're right. It is right. And it's barely that. Because a hobby you do every day. I don't do this every day. You know? When I'm so inspired, that's when I come on here and talk to you guys and have fun with you guys and laugh and joke with you guys. When I'm so inspired to. I need to make you a mess. You said that little YouTube coin mixed with that government assistance makes it feel like billionaires. But you're right. You're absolutely right. No one owes me nothing. The fact that y'all are here, giving me your time, something that you can't get back, something that you could be doing something else with, that is more than enough. All the little extras is just that extras. The fact that people spend time looking at videos or watching my videos and watching me paint and watching me eat and watching me do what I do, what's not, I appreciate that. I truly appreciate that. Because you could be anywhere else doing something totally different, but you made a conscious decision to come see me, to spend time with me. I know what you meant, Carrie baby. Yeah, like, you know, well, I don't gotta be here, but yet you're still here. You're screaming, cussing, and fussing because someone's not giving you what you think you deserve. RJ, I told y'all I grew up poor. I've eaten the same 10 to 12 meals my entire life. When I grew up with my mom, and nothing against her, it's just the circumstances of what we did. I grew up in the projects in Chicago. I grew up in literally Cabrini Greens. I told you guys I saw there was a little girl. She was so pretty little mixed girl, was not. She got raped and beaten about 3 times in the projects. So much to the point to where she is paraplegic. She's probably dead now. Hope she's not. Not gonna wood. But that third time when she was beaten and raped, and she became paraplegic, my mom packed up us and moved to Seattle. We lived in a what? After we stayed with my aunt for a couple of months, we moved into this very small. It was a shanty where all we ate for that whole summer was government beans, government rice. Because y'all remember back in the day, they used to give you that government package at the on Wednesdays. The last Wednesday of the month, they would give you the cheese, the flour, the peanut butter in the can. I hate that peanut butter in the can because you couldn't close it, because once you open that can with all that oil on top, that shit went bad. The whole mess. So all we had was scratch made biscuits and beans for that whole summer. So I understand completely. So I don't put anyone down for getting government assistance, was not. But my point is, you have to want more for yourself. You have to want more for what's going on with you. And if you don't want more, I can't do anything for you. I can't help you. And you have to present yourself in a way to where you let the world knows that you want more. You know? Thank God that everyone in my family is out of that cycle, you know what I'm saying, including my mom. But the point is, that's where we were for a couple of years when I was growing up. I remember that. So when people think that, oh, well, you act like you're better than somebody, no, I know who I am. I know where I come from. I know exactly what I've been through. And thank God, knock on wood, I'm not there now. That what gives me the fortitude to be able to go to work 6 days a week, to work as hard as I work, to have as many irons on a fire as I have. Because I never want to experience that again. I never want to be in that position again. I never want to be able to be someone to not be able, so long as I have breath in my body and I'm able bodied to be able to work, I'm going to work. I'm going to constantly be moving forward and pushing forward, was not, and not depending on someone else to tell me or give me anything. That's why I always say, you guys, that don't give people the power to build you up, because then you give them power to break you down. Because I've seen how people who think that you need them will treat you. And I would never be treated that way. You know, I never will be a one, like my biggest, I know one of my biggest flaws is, if I was over here struggling, dying, it's a blessing and a curse. My pride wouldn't even let me ask for help. My pride wouldn't even let me ask for help. Because I know, or I feel, I should say, I don't know anything. I feel that will put me in a position where I don't want to be. beholden to someone that I don't want to be beholden to. And that is the subscribers, the other content creators, or anything was not. I'll be struggling on my own until I can do better. My pride won't even let me ask or let y'all know. And it's just my that's just who I am. That's just my makeup based on what I've experienced in my life. It is not, you know what I'm saying, anything against people who do ask for help. It's just that I'm not one person who asks for help. I feel that I'm an able-bodied grown-ass man. Why would I be asking other people for help when I'm an able-bodied grown-ass man? I don't see it happening. I don't see that going on. And that's just who I am as an individual. Nothing against anyone else. You know, I could be over here in the freezing cold. I'm not talking. Y'all won't know about it. Y'all won't know it. I disappear. I disappear for a while and come back like nothing happened. That's what I would do. You're right. Nothing wrong with getting help, but at the same time, I also feel that if you are a grown, able-bodied adult, there are plenty of jobs out there, even if it's a job that you don't want, even if it's a job that you need to have for the moment. Y'all, y'all know that I wait tables on weekends, right? That's what I do. That's my second job, and I also worked for the school system when the school system was up and running. I did that as well. So those are the three jobs I had: my real job, the school system, and waiting tables. You know, the fact that I can wait tables, and I think that Tasha K and Kevin Samuels discussed this as well. So did D Ramsey. You know, the fact that I have that skill set to be able to wait tables and to talk to people and to have a personality in a different atmosphere, I would never be without anything. Because I can always get a job waiting tables. And I make enough just working on weekends to sustain the life that I have already. So imagine if I did that full time, how much I could garner in that industry. I choose not to do that full time because that's just a part time thing. That's my lunch money. That's my you definitely not Andrew. You definitely not a grown ass man, baby. Exactly. But that's why I wait tables so I can always have that skill set under my belt. And people are like, well, you wait, and I do. Where do you go to work at where you can within 2 days you can make up to $500? Where you go do you do that? Anywhere from $300 to $500 every weekend. I do. I work what, 10, 12 hours a weekend? I make the kind of money. Pouring tea and bringing you some food, smiling, giving you a little bit of entertainment. You know what I'm saying? Talking to you. Where do I go? Where do you go that you can do that? Where you're actually giving someone a service for the money that they give you. You're actually making their day better by giving them good service and they're giving you money accordingly. Not everyone tips accordingly, but it is what it is. That's the nature of the business, the nature of the beast. That in itself is anywhere from 1,200 to $2,000 extra a month. Besides all my other irons in the fire that I have. I'm just saying, make it make sense how people don't think that way. Don't think that maybe I can go XYZ and do XYZ. Well, it's not to make the money that I need to make. I don't see how they think they're better than that, Carrie, when they online begging. smoking and drinking up all their money, living in shambles, can't show you a decent meal that they prepare themselves, can't show you presentation was not on different things, can't present themselves properly, on here sweating and carrying on, looking like they need to take a bath. I'm just saying, make it make sense. Exactly. I don't do that. I can't do that. I can't just wake up, what I'm saying, wash my face, brush my teeth, maybe, or use that as an option and come online and talk shit. I don't understand it. You come online talking shit. See, the way I eat, I don't eat scraps. Now I can, and if I choose to do so, well, it's because that's a choice that I made. I like full meals. I don't do scraps. In order for me to eat and live the way I eat and live, I have to work the way I work. I don't mind it. I've been working since I was 12 years old. My first job was on picking strawberries and raspberries in the field in the summertime. Second job that paid money was me selling candy door to door. When I found I was old enough for me to have a real job and get a full to get a W-2 and pay taxes was when I worked for a program that I did back in where I grew up. I was 16. And that was a summer job. And during the school year, I worked for different restaurants, from washing dishes to cooking food. Sure did. Your boy's not afraid to work. Your boy's not afraid to live the way I want to live. And the reason why I do that is because, hey Marie, baby, how you doing? And the reason I do that is because I understood where I grew up. The opportunities wasn't afforded to you. You had to go out there and get them yourself. No one's going to hand you anything. See, funny thing is, I have, I've eaten so much stuff like that in my life. When I did the whole Nega Noodle Challenge, y'all thought that was me trying to show out. Was not. No, that's how I transform that type of stuff so I can enjoy it now. You will not catch me eating no noodles today. Just open, boil, put the sauce packet in, and eat. You will not catch me doing that. You'll catch me adding some vegetables, some meat, some egg. Maybe you'll catch me make me a whole meal with it if I choose to eat that. But then I think now that's like pho. So why don't I still get some pho? You know, and nothing's wrong with that. You do what you need to do when you survive. But as the Bible says, when you was a child, you did childish things. But as you grew up, was not you learned to do better. Basically, I'm paraphrasing, of course. It also says, "Give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man a fish, he'll eat for a lifetime." I like to be taught. I like to teach. I'm not going to hand you anything. I'm going to hand you some knowledge. And like I said, I'm not asking anyone to give me anything. I just don't stand in my way when I'm trying to get what I get. But in my mind, it's the same thing. 'Cause y'all saw I turned. I did a video where I had some noodles. The 5 times spicy noodles was not. I had a whole setup. I think I took the picture on my community page as well, where I had all the fresh little vegetables. I had the chicken. I guess it was, yeah, it was the blackened chicken I had, and I basically turned the noodles into like a whole fuss situation. See, see, don't be, to be quoting the Bible verbatim, verbatim. My little paraphrase said the same thing that you just said, baby. But yeah, but like Armin said, I did childish things, become a man. I put away with childish things. Yeah, like you got to be able to grow up, grow, do better. Don't sit up here and you know not try to do better, not try to be your best self. Put your best foot forward at all times. Like I said, like I tell people at my jobs was not. You teach people how to treat you. You based on how you carry yourself and what you accept and don't accept from people was not. I know you were, baby. Thank you. Um, you teach people how to treat you. You train them how you want to be treated. You don't let people just talk to you any kind of way or walk on you any kind of way. Well, it's not. And that's where a lot of my beefs on here comes from. People thinking that they can just treat me any kind of way. You can't treat me like the next person that you treat like dog do. You can't treat me like the next person that you don't respect. You can't treat me that way because that's not how I carry myself, not only on here, but in real life. Right, right. Give me the verse and the passage. Give me the whole thing, Armin. You want to help? Hey, Paulette, baby, how you doing, sweetheart? Right. Opposed to telling me to sit down somewhere, well, it's not. Do better. Expect more, not only of yourself but of others. See how I went back to the whole thing where this came from? Someone trying to tell me to sit down somewhere. This is the beef sector. Do better. Expect more of yourself and not and from others. You think someone who lives on the street wants to stay there? You think someone who is out here struggling wants to struggle? You position yourself where you want to be. You present yourself where you're going to be. You manifest all that. When your mind is so stuck in the muck and in the gutter, and you don't see a way out of getting that way, was not, you will always be there. But when you start, oh, you. I mean, when I put First Corinthians up in here, baby. Angela, you see how she should have let us have it? You see that? Should have let us have it. She said, I got it. First Corinthians, baby. This where it's at. You are not. But yeah, when you don't see yourself, but being in the beef sector of the beef sector, you don't have the mindset to be out of the beef sector. So I understand why you don't get it. I understand why you don't understand it. I understand why you can't comprehend it. I understand why it's foreign to you. That someone like me comes on here and can show you different aspects of who I am, different aspects of what I do. So I understand that. Like I said, it wasn't manager then, not manager now. I did ask for it, man. I did ask for it. But yeah, you know, not everything that is messy is fun. And not everything that is not messy not fun. It just says a lot about you. It says a lot about what your mindset is, what your mentality is. If all you think of when you think of entertainment and fun is mess, I wonder how your life looks in real life. If that's where your mindset is, where your mentality is. It's easy to say, well, I'm just on here for this. No. What you do on here is an accurate representation of who you are in your real life. What you present to us on here is an accurate representation of who you are in your real life. It is, because I know what I present on here is an accurate representation of what I do in real life. I do a multitude of different things in real life. Why would I come on here and be a caricature of who I am and not present myself as I am to you? I'm just saying, y'all. But let me get myself ready to go to work. Get myself ready to for a little over an hour. So yeah, let me get myself ready and do anything to do to make sure that I can maintain this lifestyle that I live comfortably, I should say. Yeah, I try to be. Try to give you a little something to chew on, you know what I'm saying? A little something to take with you. I don't give y'all doggy bags like James Caldwell do, but I give you a little something to gnaw on for a little bit, think about. But as always, you guys, I appreciate you guys being here. I love you guys so much for being here, and thank you for being interactive in the chat as well. It helped it go by quickly. See you later too, baby. As I say, it's not important that I love you guys. It's more important that you love yourself, you love someone else, you respect yourself, and you definitely respect someone else. If you haven't liked the video already, please like the video on the way out. And thank you guys for being here. And thank you, Angela, as well, baby, for dropping out and participating in a conversation. Love you guys, and I'll talk to y'all later. Until next time. Holla. Miss Queenie, you was in the bushes all this time, baby. You spoke once and then you was in the bushes. I appreciate that, baby. Thank y'all. Peace, y'all. Holla.